All right, guys, so we have the tail lights here in our workbench. This is exactly why I put this in here. I'm so happy I did. But anyways, we are ready to open it up. I had already opened it just to make sure everything looked good in there, but let me show you exactly how it comes packaged. So you open it, you're gonna get some 9 styrofoam packaging, so that's gonna protect your tail lights. That's really good. I've seen some places you get this and it just kind of in there with, you know, packing peanuts and whatnot, and that's a little more iffy. But once we remove the styrofoam, we're gonna get our 2 tail lights. They are looking in good shape here. There you go, there you go. I don't know if you can see that. See, yeah. I'm actually pretty happy with how they look. I think they look awesome. Like I said, just the smoke lens makes it a little bit harder to see, but it's looking good. It's looking good underneath there. I'm excited to get them on and see how they look lit up. So let's move on to the truck, see what I have right now so I can show you guys those. And then we're gonna go ahead and swap this one over. So let's do it. And just really quick, if you never changed your tail lights on a Tacoma, basically what you need to change is you're gonna have 2 bolts here on the top. The one you need is the one right above the hook, not the top one, just the second one here. And then right on the bottom, you're gonna have another 2 bolts. You're gonna need the bottom one, not this one, the bottom one. So those 2 bolts are the only ones you need to take off. So we're gonna take that out. That is a 10mm socket. So I got my 10mm here. But let's go ahead and remove those, and then we'll be able to just take this tail light out and put the new one in there. Let's do it. Okay guys, so I want to show you guys really quick with installation. This is going to be very important because I found out this the hard way. If you put these plugs in the wrong way, most times usually they just don't turn on. But with this one, it was actually blowing my tail light fuse, which is a 7.5 amp fuse inside by the driver's side on the dash. So if you put this wrong and it don't turn on or anything like that, check that fuse. Chances are it's going to be blown, which is one thing I don't like about this. That I would say that's one of the negatives about them. But to make that not happen, if you end up buying this ones, basically the way you want to put this up, the top one, if you see you have 3 cables, black and white, green and yellow, make sure that when you plug it in, the black kind of lines up with the black and white here at the top. Then you have your brown that lines up with the green, and the green lines up with the yellow. That's going to be for the top bulb or top LEDs. Now your next one over here, this you have again a black and white here, another green and another blue, and you're gonna have it line up with the black and white here at the top, and you have your black at the top, then your brown in the middle, and your red at the bottom. This one's a little bit harder because they're not in a line, but basically as long as you have your black and white lined up with the black one, they should not trip anything, it should be fine. And then for this bottom one, they are both white, but one of them has a bunch of kind of writing on it, like cable specs or something on it. So make sure that one is lined up again, top and top with the black and white. That's all your grounds basically. So if you mix them up, it is gonna make your fuse blow up. That's a bit of a negative for me in this tail lights. Again, I'm not a big fan of that. It should just not turn on and let you swap it and be done. But just keep that in mind, very important. And then your resistor can just go somewhere in the body. I put on one side over here, but I have a sticker here, so I'm gonna put it over there, just so you know. But yeah, we are ready to basically install both of them and then show you how it looks. All right, so before we go ahead and completely put this back in here, we have our wiring all plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and test it out first, because sometimes what happens is the plugs might have a side. So if you plug it in, you put it back in here, and then suddenly your signals don't turn on, or something doesn't turn on, it's because of that. So let's go ahead and test it first, and then if it's all working in good shape, everything, we're gonna put it back where it goes, right here on the side. But look at that, so far I am really digging kind of the style of it. We have 3 smaller C's compared to the one big one we had before, and then this, I believe it lights up as well here on the side, and we just have some reflectors on the top and bottom on this part. But yeah, let's go ahead and test it. All right guys, check it out. So we are testing right now the blinker, and look at the nice sequential side to it. Dude, that looks dope. Nice little sequential side, that's looking great. Let me go ahead and turn on the running lights. And here we have a nice little running light. We have all 3 rings lit up. Actually, we have this bottom part lights up too, so that's pretty cool. We have our side light up. Our medium one is for your turn signal, and the top is just a reflector, I guess in this case, but it is looking great. If you guys see some flickering, it's because LEDs sometimes flicker like that on camera. It is not flickering in person, I can tell you that. So this is looking great. Let me go ahead and turn on the truck and put the reverse so we can see how that one looks. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna show you how it looks at night as well. So let's do it. So there you have the reverse. That looked great. Everything is working good. It looks like all our plugs are in the right spot now. So we are basically ready to put this right back in the truck, and it's gonna go the same way. Just make sure you're lined up. There's 2 holes here on the bottom. It actually looks like I lost one of my little plastic tabs here, so that's unfortunate, but we are gonna put it right back in place, and then just tying the 2 bolts on the side, and you are good to go. So now you are basically ready to go do the other side as well and have both lights looking great. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna come back once a little bit darker so we can actually appreciate this whole lights. And then I'll show you the other ones also when it's a little bit darker. So that way you guys can have a good comparison of both of them, how good this ones look. I'm actually really happy with this ones. I was a little hesitant at first, but they are looking actually great. They have a little more of that modern look with the sequential here on the side. So I am pretty happy with them so far, and they look great packaging and everything. So let's go ahead and just put this back in here, and we'll be back a few hours later once it's a little bit darker. See you guys in a bit. All right guys, it is now late at night, and we are gonna basically show you how the old tail lights kind of look and how the new ones look in here. It's a little dark out here, so hopefully you'll be able to see good. And I'm hoping the LEDs, they're not too bright for the camera, but let me show you basically both sides. Driver's side is the one that has the old tail light on it, and then the passenger side here is the one that has the new one. So I'm gonna try to get you a nice shot from the back here for both of them, so you can see both of them at the same time. And then I'm also show you each one individually, so that way you can see them. So let's get to it. This is just the brake light. We have the brake lights here now. You can see both sides. We're gonna put the hazards on. So that is how the hazards look right now. As you can see, the new tail lights have a sequential mode to it, which is pretty cool. My old ones just did your regular blink. So it's a nice upgrade, makes it look a little more modern here. Now we're gonna put our running lights. As you can see, the lights, we have a nice C shape on the driver's side on my old one, but then we have 3 nice smaller C shapes on the new one, which is pretty cool. And then I'm gonna turn the truck on here in a bit. And we are gonna put our reverse, so you can see how it looks on both of them. The reverse now has moved to basically the center of the tail light on the new one versus just the old position, which is kind of on the bottom on the old one. Don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't switched both of them, so I don't know if that's going to make a big difference or not. The old ones were pretty nice. I did feel like they were a little bit dim, if anything, but these new ones are right on the center of the tail light, so maybe they'll shine a little bit better when you're reversing.